everybody, it's Christine. Time for a process video. And today's video, I'm going to use my counterfeit kit, July 2023, my little counterfeit kit that I put together. Check out the first if you want to see what all's in that. There's a video there. And then I have this picture of me. It was in my little box of, or bag, I should say, of photos. Unfortunately, it's got a little damage. It looks like there's little water spots almost looking. I'll double check with my mom, but I think I'm about 2 here. And it's got that, you know, sepia little like yellowy color. So I think that's going to go perfect with my counterfeit kit. I'm also definitely going to use photo corners because I don't want to glue this down. I want to keep it, you know, where I can pull it out if needed. So I'm going to do that. And then I found this sketch on a webpage called scraplifters.com. I tried to find it's a blog, and I tried to find a date, but I don't see a date on here, y'all. The blog is still copyrighted as of 2023, so I think it's up to date. But scraplifters.com, and then this is the sketch I'm looking at because it's got a 5x7 photo here. So she actually kind of gives you instructions on how to just put this together, but I'm going to, you know, use the sketch for inspiration. So that's what I'm starting with. So I had to pull out my papers. I hadn't figured them out yet from my kit, but I'll do that. And I'll be back on in just a second. Okay, quick check-in, everybody. This is the plan. So I think I'm going to use this as a background. I'm going to put this like to matte, and then I'm going to put this on that. I think those yellows look really pretty. And then the sketch, you know, of course, called for like that horizontal piece there. And I like these butterflies, and it's a nice contrast to the yellows. And I've got this blue, so I think that's kind of neat. And of course, the embellishments will start tying stuff together. I got to figure out how I'm going to matte this, because I may end up using the yellow. I'll have to see how that's going to look. I'm going to get that, so we'll see what I end up with there. So this is what I'm starting with, and I'll be back on in a second. Y'all, this came together pretty darn quickly, actually. Not really sure why, except I guess because it was a simple little sketch, and I don't know. I got a little scared to add too many embellishments because I didn't want to. I don't know. So what I've done so far is I have gutted that yellow polka dot, as I mentioned, and glued down my little sun paper. And then, as you can see, I just created my little photo mat with that yellow polka dot. And I don't overly complicate this. I should have added one more mat, but on the other hand, with the butterflies and things like that, I didn't want to add too many weird colors or whatever. So again, I think this stays simple because I didn't add a bunch of stuff. Like, I kind of stuck to the sketch pretty closely, and kept the embellishments pretty simple, and you'll see that in just a minute. So here's where I'm kind of deciding on this butterfly paper here, the height of it. And I'm going to actually use the backside, which is this little pink floral paper, and there it is. You can see it there. And y'all, I'm going to have to tell you, I don't know what I did. I somehow did definitely cut it crooked, but it's pretty minor angle, so I don't even really realize it until after I kind of glue them together. So you may see it, you may not can see it. I could see it myself, but like I said, it's kind of minor, so I thought about fixing it, but I just left it alone because it was going to be covered up by some embellishment-y stuff. So okay. So here's where I'm kind of going, okay, I'm going to put these together. And then I look and I go, I have a little border strip over here that's this greenish color. So I thought that would be a good little addition. I do realize my butterfly paper is too tall. I think here, maybe not. No, I don't. I just glue that stuff on top of it. So I've decided that's going to be my little page there. That's going to be the horizontal big piece. And then I know that little teal blue stuff is going to be my little squares that go up underneath there. But I won't cut those until, I have to set this aside for a day because I've got to go to the gym and all that kind of good stuff. So I'll set it aside and it'll cut away, but then you'll see me come back on and I'll use that teal paper in my little squares. This is where I realize after I start to glue this down that somehow my floral's crooked, or cut crooked rather. You can see, I can see the bottom of the butterflies on the left-hand side, but not the right-hand side. And I think, well, maybe that's on crooked. And I'm like, no, your little paper's kind of crooked is what it is. But I just decided not to mess with it. Because, again, it's so small of a difference, it's not like you can tell, really. Maybe only you wouldn't know. You may not have realized it unless I hadn't mentioned it to you. So I probably shouldn't point out my own flaws, right? So here's where I'm going to set things aside. I realized, okay, that's my little block there. And I've come back, and I'm going to cut my little blue squares here. And this doesn't take me but just a minute either, because I kind of use this blue because, of course, these little squares are kind of extra. And I'm going to cut this. That's going to be a little bit too long. No? Yeah, it's a little too long, so I'll cut off some pieces. Y'all, I just did this. I don't know why I'm having trouble remembering what I just did. Anyway, I'm going to cut this down, put that up underneath there, and then I'll do that upper left corner. Now, I'm actually going to attach that to the back side of my little photo mat there, so I'm going to cut that and attach it to the photo mat before I glue it down. And I did use the little photo corners. You can see that. And again, the main reason behind that, again, this is the only copy. I should have probably made a scan of it, but it's the only copy I have of this little photo. And unless I say that, it might be in my baby. My mama has or she gave it to me, actually, so it's up in the closet. But I have a baby book. Back in the day, before we got fancy with our scrapbooks, I don't know if you guys did, but my mama made me a baby book. And in the little baby book, it had like some pre-printed pages, where you put height and weight and age and all these different little details about being a baby. And then there's also that she would just kind of put pictures in there. So they're not really attached necessarily. Maybe some of them are. But there's just all the little photos are stuck in there. So I think I have some photos in there, but I'm not going to swear on it so I don't want to glue this thing down just in case. Here's where I'm kind of going, where's my sticker sheet, y'all? I couldn't find my sticker sheet, and I realized it was still in my little container. I was like, I thought it was in my papers, and I couldn't find it. And then, well, shoot, it was in the little container. So here's where I'm kind of going, okay, well, I need to put something. Now, she had the little sketch had, well, there's the title. I decided just to use Be Happy. It was a real nice title piece on the sticker sheet. And I think it's cute. Now, granted, the sketch had it kind of going horizontal across the stripe, but this is fine. This looks really cute. And then she had this, or she, I'm assuming it's a she, had like journaling looking stuff kind of in this little section here between the photo and the little block. And it has all these little word stickers on the sticker sheet here. So I decided just to kind of fill that in. I used Flower Child, Shine Bright, Vibing and Thriving, Life is Good, Radiate Positivity, and Take It Easy. And I guess in my mind, I'm telling my little baby self, these little pieces of advice. And isn't that funny when you think about it? When you think about when you were a kid, what would you tell yourself? That's one of those little thought-provoking or thought exercises people do when they do like personal development. It's like, what would you tell a little 2-year-old or 6-year-old self or 8-year-old self or whatever? And I don't know. I guess this is things I would tell myself. Then the sketch had the flower embellishments kind of drawn, but I went ahead and went with these butterflies just because I do have the butterfly paper. And I started to stick that big old flower up there, and I go, whoa, that's way too big. So I stick a smaller flower, and that works better. I will decide to put Be Happy up on foam. So in just a minute, you're going to see me kind of start peeling that off to add some foam stuff. And then, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I think I'm pulling it. Oh, I'm putting those flowers away. No, I was looking at one more flower, and I thought, can I use it? And I go, nope, you're not going to look right. So you got to go back in the baggie. So he's going to get set to the side. I will tell you guys, I thought about mixed media. I really did. I was sitting here looking at it after I kind of put things together, and I was thinking, okay, do I need to add mixed media? And I decided against it. I just really, the white kind of called me a little bit, but really there's not a lot of white per se. I mean, the embellishments have a little white border around them, so I might could have got away with it. But then at the same time, I thought everything's a little bit clean and crisp, and I don't know, maybe I don't mess with the mixed media, so I don't. I put my phone behind here. I will pull out a couple of my, I go into my kit because I want to use the stuff, right? So I will end up pulling out puffy, the buttons, the little buttons that they're like puffy stickers, but they look like buttons. But I do pull this little sticker here that says details because I want to add my age. This really wasn't per se on the sketch, except of course, well, I guess I could have stuck it down where I stuck all them little word stickers, but it's small enough and it kind of fits in, so it's okay. I add that little sticker there. I'm going to add, like I said, I'm going to add me, like circa 1973, 1974. I don't know exactly the year, but I mean, I know I'm about to, so it's somewhere in that range. And here's where I'm just picking out these little puffy butterfly button stickers. I guess my mama used to take and I've got several of these, so I guess she used to take me for little professional photo shoots. And, look at my little old chubby face. I look at myself. I found another little baby picture, and I honestly couldn't tell who it was. And I had to text her and go, who is this? And she says, well, it looks like you. And I'm going, oh, okay. For some reason, I didn't even recognize myself. It was real baby, like only a few months old baby. I think I was sitting up, so I had probably been 6, 8 months old, something like that. And I might do that picture too. I'm really enjoying using this collection for all these little vintage photos. I think it's a perfect little complement to it. So these may end up going together. I don't really scrapbook chronologically or anything like that, but these might go together in a little inspirational section or something with me and my husband, and, we're young and stuff like that. So there we go. I'm just going to write here my age or whatever, and that's really all I'm going to do to this layout. No, that's not really all. That is all. That is all I do this layout. So this didn't even take me all that long, y'all. Look how cute that is, that little picture. So you can see I have the photo coners and it's not glued down. And anyway, that's all there is to that. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to try to keep working on my counterfeit kit here because I do really like this collection. Let's see. This was probably a Tuesday layout, so I guess I'll see you Thursday, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.